Yep, how to make the perfect spaghetti bolognese. Well, these are the ingredients you will need. Mushrooms, onions, red, yellow and green peppers. Okay, 3 tins of chopped tomatoes. Okay, 3 jars of pasta sauce. Alright, spaghetti pasta sauce. It doesn't have to be this brand, it can be any brand. Personally speaking, I think they all taste much the same. Okay, you will also need 2 tubes, you can also get it in tins as well, 2 tubes of tomato puree to give the spaghetti bolognese that nice tomatoey flavour. And of course you will need your mince, unless you're making a vegetarian one, and I'll show you how to make a vegetarian one. It's quite simple, you just don't add the mince. And the spices: garlic, sage, mixed herbs, some hot chili powder, some paprika and some ground mixed spices. Okay, so now it's just a case of turning this little lot into the perfect spaghetti bolognese. And all of this here will quite easily feed 12 people, right? 12 people. So what you can do, of course, you can freeze it afterwards, but always make sure the spaghetti bolognese is stone cold before you freeze it. Okay, so let's commence with the cooking right now. And it goes without saying, you'll require spaghetti. Alright. Spaghetti. And some cheese to sprinkle on top. And my favourite type of cheese is that cheese that smells like basically old socks that's been put into a food processor. It is Parmesan cheese, grated cheese. Very, very nice indeed. It goes great with spaghetti bolognese, but that won't be getting added until it is actually cooked. And we're just about ready to do just that. Okay, so what we're going to do first is we're going to put the mince into the frying pan and make sure that gets really well cooked before we add it to the vegetables. Right, let's get started. Okay, make sure you take the paper off. Okay, you don't want to be cooking that. Okay, so it's got to be broken up. So in the frying pan, so do just that. You don't want big clumps of mince when you're eating your spaghetti bolognese, so it's got to be well broken up. As I say, this could easily feed 12 people. That's going to take a little while to brown. Okay, now while we're waiting on that to brown, let's add some onions. Okay, so we'll add some onions. Alright. There we go, that is cooking away there nicely. Now, let's make a start on the vegetables. Okay, so there we have it, we've got a great big pot. Right. Get the remainder of the onions in there. Okay. And now we're adding the peppers, chopped peppers. I prepared them earlier. You'll always get some that drop in the floor, not the end of the world. You can always sweep them up. Now, the mushrooms, pile them on in. Plenty of them, I love mushrooms. It really makes all the difference to a spaghetti bolognese. In fact, we'll put some in here with the mince. Fine. Now, okay. Now we need to be opening up these tins of chopped tomatoes, alright? So let's get them opened up. They have got to be added to the spaghetti bolognese. Now just be careful that you don't cut yourself on the sharp, very sharp metal tops, okay? Be careful there. Right, so then we just add it. We add them in. And these have been well chopped, which is good. Right, there we have it. Now these sharp lids, be careful with them. Fold them in like that, crush the can, put it in the bin. Fold down like that. Be careful, don't cut your finger, whatever you do. Crush the can. So therefore the dustman's not going to cut his finger either. See? The sharp edge is not going to cut anyone. Be very careful. It is very, very easy to cut yourself on these tins. Right. So then we just get stirring away again. Stir, stir, stir. Right. Got a nice tomatoey look to it now. I'll give you a close-up in a second. Okay. So now we're going to add the tomato puree. This is a vital ingredient of a spaghetti bolognese, the tomato puree. This really brings it alive. Yes, a spaghetti bolognese has got a tomatoey theme to it. There we go. There it is, cooking away just the thing. And of course, the all-important sauce, right? The all-important sauce. We've got 3 jars of that. Okay, you just have a quick smell of that, see what you think of it. Do you like it? Yeah, it smells nice. Very good indeed. This gives us the flavour. tomato puree, we've got pasta sauce. This is tomato and chili flavour. There's all sorts of different flavours you can get. Right, pile it all in there. Now we can start adding the spices now. Just a little pinch of each. You don't have to go overboard. Okay, I've now added the lazy garlic, so we've got a nice garlic flavour going through the spaghetti bolognese. Okay, how long do you cook it for? Well, you cook it for about 40 minutes. Yep. A job slowly done is a job surely done. Just slow cook it, make sure it's well stirred. Okay. We've now got the second tube of tomato puree in the mince section. So I mean, there it is. You see, there is the vegetarian version of spaghetti bolognese. Okay, with your mushrooms, peppers, onions, and all the rest of it. There we go. Fully vegetarian, absolutely fine and dandy. So what we're going to be doing eventually is just adding it all together, because this, you know, this is a standard bolognese I'm making, but that there would be a delicious vegetarian meal. So we'll eventually add the mince to this here, and it'll be a great big pot of meaty goodness, I can tell you. Okay, we've added this sauce mix to the vegetarian version and the meat version of the spaghetti bolognese. Now it's a case of getting the hot water in the pot for the spaghetti, obviously. Okay, so there we have it. The spaghetti is now in. That's boiling for 11 minutes. So we are 11 minutes away from the completion of the spaghetti bolognese. Add a bit of pepper, not too much, you don't want it too peppery because the bolognese is quite spicy.
Yeah, how to make the perfect spaghetti bolognese? Well, these are the ingredients you will need. Mushrooms, onions, red, yellow and green peppers. Okay, 3 tins of chopped tomatoes. Okay, 3 jars of pasta sauce. Alright, spaghetti pasta sauce, it doesn't have to be this brand, it can be any brand. Personally speaking, I think they'll taste much the same. Okay, you'll also need 2 tubes, you can also get in tins as well, 2 tubes of tomato puree to give the spaghetti bolognese that nice tomatoey flavour. And of course, you'll need your mince.
And basically, that is how it should look when it's all finished. When the cooking is all done. There we have it, spaghetti bolognese. And there's another 11 portions, if you fancy it. So, here it is. Takes about 5 to 6 minutes to cook after being chilled. This one here has been chilled for a couple of days. Totally vegetarian, no meat in it at all. It's very, very tasty. Nice big mushroom for you there. So if you like to open up wide, as the dentist would say. Be careful, it's a bit hot, you may have to blow in it. Okay. By jings, you certainly enjoyed that, didn't you? And there it is. Spaghetti bolognese. The vegetarian version. This time we've used the strong cheese. The strong grated cheese and not the Parmesan cheese. So there it is. If you're a vegetarian, as far as tasty meals are concerned, they don't go much tastier than that. So have a go yourself.